this video we are seeing the 1,7 hydrogen shift. So 1,7 hydrogen shift, when you take here, I am taking a system having 7 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The hydrogen is shifting from the first carbon to the 7th carbon. By changing the positions of a double bond, you will be getting this product. Okay, what is happening here? The hydrogen is shifting from first position to the 7th position. By changing the position of hydrogens is known as a 1,7 hydrogen shift. If you go to the stereochemical mode, I am explaining here the suprafacial. In suprafacial, I am taking a 7-membered system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 membered cyclic system have to. With a hydrogen bond to 1 carbon, I am taking a Zy1 molecular orbital. Now I am doing a suprafacial. What is suprafacial type of mode? Down to down is known as suprafacial. No? So I am moving this hydrogen atom from bottom to bottom. It is known as a suprafacial. Here you will be having a transition state. How I represented my kept this hydrogen outside. Previously it was attached to this. Now it is attaching to here. After doing the transition state, we have to count the number of nodes. So first, number of electrons. Already I have said your trick. 1, 7, 1, 5, 1, 3. How to see whether how many electrons are participating is 3 plus 1, 4, 5 plus 1, 6, 7 plus 1, 8. In this way you can identify the number of electrons participating. So number of electrons are 8, or else you can do the calculation. See how many pi bonds are there? 3 pi bonds are there. Each pi bond will give 2 electrons, 3 twos are 6 electrons. Along with that 1 sigma electron, that is 2 electrons. Total number of electrons are 8 electrons. You can do the calculation from the system, or you can do a small trick. 7 plus 1, 8. So that 8 electrons are participating. Now here what you do is number of electrons 8. 8 is a multiple of 4. So it comes at a 4n system. Count the number of nodes. Zy1, usually Zy1 will have n minus 1, that is 0 nodes. Now in stereochemical mode, any new node is forming, you check. Previously attached to bonding, now also attached to bonding, 0 nodes. Total number of nodes are 0, and it is a 4n system with 0 or even number of nodes comes in anti-aromatic. As it is anti-aromatic, it will be stably in the excited state, and it is photochemically alert. So here I have explained the suprafacial. You can write stereochemical mode explaining anti-facial. For Zy1 only you take. Now here PMO approach of sigmatropic reactions, if you take, see first we have tick system, number of nodes, nature of transition state, thermal condition, photochemical condition. So based on previous modes of all, we will see. First one is 4n system. 4n system, what 6 will come up? 1, 3 also comes under 4n. 1, 7 also comes under 4n system. Number of nodes, 0 or even or. Already we know 4n with 0 or even number of nodes is anti-aromatic. 4n with odd number of nodes is aromatic. Already we have discussed many times, anti-aromatic means at what state it will get a product, you will be getting a photochemical condition. Aromatic means thermal condition. So 4n system having an anti-aromatic transition state will show supra at photochemical condition. 4n with aromatic transition state will show anti-ara at thermal condition. Similarly, when you take 4n plus 2 system, aromatic state, 4n plus system with aromatic transition state will show supra at thermal conditions, and it will show anti-ara means 4n plus 2 with anti-aromatic will show anti-ara means photochemical. Anti-aromatic container you will have it is photochemical. So we have to check based on the previous example whether it is showing suprafacial or anti-facial. Example you can check here. See here. Here I am having a system. In this system, when you go, you will be having from here to here the shift is happening. See suprafacial, 4n system, suprafacial, photochemically alert. Check here 4n system. So 4n system, it is allowed under photochemical conditions. Suprafacial having what type of transition state? Anti-aromatic transition state. You can write this table based on this. Next go to co-prearrangement. In co-prearrangement, what is co-prearrangement? It is a 3,3 dash sigmatropic shift. See here I am keeping 1, 2, 3. Here also I am keeping 1, 2, 3. So 1, 1 bond is breaking and 3, 3 bond is forming, and the position of double bond changes. That is known as a co-prearrangement. If you take an example, before going to co-prearrangement, once you see the starting material what we take, this was the starting material we have to. So individually, whether it is resembling allyl system or not, individually it is representing allyl system. Here also one more allyl system. These two allyl systems are joined by a sigma bond. So in this way I am taking the molecular orbital. See, this is one allyl system. I am taking Xy1 allyl system. Here also I am taking the other allyl system having Xy1. Allyl is nothing but a 3 carbon one. Already done the molecular orbital. In 1,3 shift you will be having allyl only. So one I am taking one part. Sorry, this is a reactant. No? The above one I am taking in this way, showing Xy1 molecular orbital. No notes are there. Below one I am taking in this way. So the sigma bond is formed by overlapping of these two allyl systems. So I have overlapped in such a way that you should get a bonding molecular orbital. As sigma is there, so mostly bonding will be having less energy when compared to anti-bonding. So we have to write here bonding molecular orbital and draw the system. How you will draw is, first, how to draw the system is, first you draw the outline 2 and you keep 3 parts. The last part you have to join these both because it is giving a sigma bond, and you have to draw shadings. How you will draw shadings is, as here sigma bond is forming, you shade both, make it bonding. Later this is one allyl system, this is one allyl system. What you do is, I am taking here Xy1, as it is down I will be shading these both down only. Here also I want to take Xy1, as it is up I will be taking these both up only. Okay. Now here what is happening is 1, 1 bond will be breaking, 3, 3 bond will be forming. So I am separating these both, which was having a bonding mode. This is separated. Once it is separated, you will be having this type of transition state. So previously this system was bonded to this. So here bonding was there previously. Now these both are bonding, 3, 3 bond is formed. See, 1, 2, 3. Previously 1, 1 bond was formed. Now 3, 3 bond is forming. In this way you have to represent a transition state. How you represent? Just to you expand it, separate it, you will be getting a transition state. After getting a transition state, join these both and draw the product, and final product is represented by these. See, these both are forming a end-on overlapping, that is sigma bond. These are sidewise overlapping, giving rise to the pi bonds. You will be getting this product. Now you count the number of electrons in this. See, number of electrons participating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 electrons. So comes under 4n plus 2. You count the nodes here. Here Xy1 0 node, here Xy1 0 node. When I do the addition, any node is forming? No. Stereochemical mode, when I am doing also, node is not forming. So total number of nodes are 0, and 4n plus 2 with 0 or even number of nodes is aromatic. As it is aromatic, it will be stable in the ground state and it is thermally enhanced. This is one of the example of co-prearrangement. So aromatic, stable in ground state, thermally enhanced. So co-prearrangement will be taking under which conditions? Ma? Thermal conditions. Now example, if you see the other one, this one I am taking. Here also I am taking the same system. What is the starting material we have took? We have took, this is the starting material, no? Now here I am taking allyl system, here I am taking allyl system. Before drawing that, what I am doing is I have just drawn the outer one and I have drawn the lobes. How to draw it is, I will explain. See here. First I will be drawing the outer parts. Later I will be drawing the nodes. The last one should be, this last one should be bonding. Now when I shade these both, it will become bonding. Now I will be taking this one of Xy2. This one I will take Xy3. You can take anything. So Xy2 means ignore this opposite side lobes. Already discussed how to draw allyl system. Ignore the odd one. Now Xy3 means keep alternately. In this way you have to draw it. You can ignore this orbital. Two lobes are opposite. Here you will be having one node. This is of Xy2 system, and when you take this is of Xy3 system. Now what I am doing, I should make it far. Okay, to undergo co-rearrangement, one bond should break. Now I am separating these both. When I separate, and afterward these both bonding will be joining. Okay, so what will be happening is one bond will be lost. 3 bond is forming now, so I am separating this. So one bond is lost, and slowly 3 bond will be formed. Once I separate, you will be having this type of transition state, and you count the number of nodes. In Xy2 you will be having one node. In Xy3 I will be having 2 nodes. Now here you check here any node is forming. Here the node is there. So by doing rearrangement I am getting one node. So total number of nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of nodes are 4. Here number of electrons are 6, that is 4n plus 2 electron. Number of nodes are 4. So 4n plus 2 with even number of electrons is aromatic. As it is aromatic, it will be stable in the ground state thermally inert. It is simple to draw the molecular orbital. Once again I am explaining how to draw it is. First you keep two systems. The first one, this 1 bond is sigma bond. No, I am keeping here sigma. Here I am drawing a pi p orbitals. Okay. Now what you take is these both. First only you keep it of bonding. Later you decide here. Here you want Xy2 Xy2 or Xy2 Xy3 or Xy1 Xy1. Okay, whatever you want you can take. So if I take here Xy2 means you should have one number of nodes. So I will be ignoring this. Opposite side shaded means I will be getting here one node. Here if I take again Xy2 or Xy3 I will take here. So we should write two number of nodes. See, this is one node, this is one node. In this way you have to draw the molecular orbital. After drawing, just separate it. After separating, again joining these both sides, you will be getting a product. So it is also allowed under thermal conditions. So co-rearrangement is undergoing under which conditions? Ma? Thermal conditions. So next I am taking Claisian rearrangement. In Claisian rearrangement is also what type of shift? It is 3,3 shift. How it is 3,3? Breaking 1 bond, forming 3 bond is known as a 3,3 sigma-protic shift. Means the new bond is formed between the third carbon of one system and the third carbon of other system. So this will be similar to cope only. No need that there is nothing difference between cope and Claisian. Only one difference is there. That in cope rearrangement here you will be having a carbon, whereas in Claisian here you will be having an oxygen. Only that is the difference. See, here I am taking oxygen, here carbon. See, in cope what you will be having? You will be having this type of reaction, whereas in Claisian you will be having this type. What is the difference? Here is carbon in cope rearrangement, here is oxygen in Claisian rearrangement. Only that is different, the mechanism is same. So instead of taking here, imagining as a new reaction, just you imagine it as a cope only, but here taking a oxygen. Now how to draw this is same again how I have explained for previous one. So here I am taking your oxygen. Now I am drawing a sigma orbital bonding. Here you will be having p orbitals. Okay, this should be always bonding I have said. So I am taking here Xy1, here Xy1. How you will take? This is down slope shaded, no? Keep down only. Now here if I want to take Xy1, this is up shaded, no? Keep up only. In this way you have to draw this molecular orbital. So drawing molecular orbital will be everything similar to the cope rearrangement only, but here instead of carbon you will be having oxygen. Only that is the difference. Now how to draw a transition state? Just make them move apart. After they are moving apart, this bond will be going far. So what will be happening? 1 bond will be breaking. 1 2 3 1 2 3. 1 bond will be breaking. 3 bond will be forming. So this is a transition state. 1 bond is breaking. 3 bond is forming. Now you will be getting a product. After these both are formed, you will be getting a product in this way. So you will be having a pi bond between these both. Here also pi bond that we will be getting by this structure. You will be getting this structure. So when you see this, we will count the number of electrons. How many electrons? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 electrons are participating. That is nothing but 2 sigma bonds, 2 sigma bonds means, sorry, 2 pi bonds indicates how many electrons? 4 pi electron. 1 sigma bond is breaking, no? 1 sigma bond. So here you will be having 2 pi, 4 plus 2, 6 pi electrons. Okay. So how many electrons? 6 electrons. So it comes under which system? 4n plus 2 system. Number of nodes you see, here I am taking 0 nodes. Even if I take 0, here also 0. During the addition, any node is formed, you check, bonding is overlapped with bonding only. Here also bonding is overlapped with bonding only. So number of nodes are 0. It is aromatic transition state. As it is aromatic. 4n plus 2 with even aromatic. Aromatic means it will be stable in a ground state and it is thermally enhanced. That's the reason Cope and Clausius rearrangements are thermally enhanced reactions. And for this unit of applications, you can just learn how to draw this molecular orbitals. So if you want in Clausian, what you do is, homework is, in Clausian, you try to draw the other molecular orbital which was given in Cope, means taking this system is there, no? So here you try to take Xi2, here you try to take Xi3 and check whether you are getting the same answer or not. If you are having any doubt, you can go for the Cope rearrangement. Second example is say, here you will be having an oxygen instead of carbon, only that is the difference. So here we have learned what is 1,7 set and what is a Cope and Clausian rearrangement in homotropic reactions.